Hi, how's it going? So I just wanted to make a quick video on how to download the Synthtribe tool for configuring your Behringer synthesizers. A lot of people ask me about where can you find this tool, what can you do with it. But what I'm going to do is show you where you can find it, because it is kind of tricky to find. What you do is just go to Behringer's website, go to the search option in the bottom or in the top right, and then just type in whatever synthesizer you have or whatever model it is. Hit enter, bada bing, there's all your synthesizers. Just click on the one you own or whatever, and you'll see in the right hand side there's a software option under the product library. If you click that open, you'll see Behringer Synthtribe for Mac, Behringer Synthtribe for Windows, and there's two different versions, the previous version and the newest version. So you can go ahead and get the newest version, download that, and you can see I've downloaded a couple of them because I've made many edits to this video. So once you have that done, what you do is you open the file. You have to extract it, so you take all this and extract it into a folder. When you have it in the folder, it looks like this, and then you just double click the icon and it's already running because I already have it open. So now that that's all done, you get this tool. Let me just focus on this for a while. So this is a tool. It cycles through whatever synths you're using. So what you need to do is connect your Behringer synthesizer to your computer using the USB cable, and then turn the unit on. And when you do that, it'll automatically detect your synthesizer. So go ahead and click Get Started. Now you can change a lot of internal settings here. In the first page, there's MIDI in channel, which is if you're sending MIDI into the unit from a keyboard or a sequencer, you can select what channel you want that to be set to. I usually set it to 3 because TD-3, 303 makes kind of sense. If I'm choosing that on another software, it's just easy for me to remember that. MIDI out channel is, you can actually use the TD-3 to send MIDI out. So if you send the MIDI out, you can set that channel to what you want it to. There's all sorts of stuff like key priority, MIDI and transpose. One of the things that you may want to check out is the update. So come down to the very bottom, there's an update section. You can check the release notes to see what has been done in the latest update. MIDI slide doesn't work when overlapping notes is the same with the previous one. This issue was fixed. So, and this update came out in March the 12th, 2020. So we're almost there. I mean, like, either they stopped releasing updates over the pandemic, or maybe it's just a perfect machine now and they don't need to update it anymore. But regardless, that's how you update. There has a calibration thing here. Not to 100% on exactly how this is, how you use this or calibrate this. Maybe it's got something to do with if the unit needs to be calibrated for modular or something. I don't know. You can polychain a couple of TD3s. So this is for that. You can kind of connect multiple ones together and it'll explain how it's set up. I think it's to use polychain, if you have multiple 303s, you can make them a poly 303, which means you can play two notes at the same time, like for making chords and stuff. The sequencer is really cool. It's got loads of different features. I'm going to do a video on how to use this next, and other than that, yeah, there's all the options. You should check this tool out because it's handy for just kind of getting into the nitty-gritty of all the different options you have for this unit. So if you need an update, or if you want to change the MIDI channels, or you can't get it to work with your keyboard, maybe you should check this. This is something that I would recommend you do, and just make sure that these channels and stuff like that are set the way you want them. You can also do the clock source as well. So it's set to internal. That means there's no MIDI data going into it. If I wanted to sync it with my drum machine, I would usually set it to MIDI DIN. If I wanted to sync it with a Ableton, I'd use MIDI USB. So Yeah, so I'll leave it at that. And the accent velocity threshold. Okay, so I think that's to do with, let's say if you're using Ableton and you want to initiate the accent on a note, the threshold is 96. So as long as you're creating a note in Ableton that has a velocity of more than 96, then once it's over 96, it'll engage the accent on that note, which will give it a little spiky, acidy sound. So that's good to know. Yeah, so I'll leave it there. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And thanks for tuning into my channel. And just hit 500 subscribers, which is crazy for me. I've never had that many. But it's kind of inspired me a lot to create more videos and get back on the ball with this stuff. So thank you very much. Have a great day, and I hope this was helpful.